Now today we will start electric potential energy, and if we try to define the potential energy, then we can find that it is the energy contained by any system by virtue of its configuration. So it lies within the system arrangement, and if you will change the arrangement of the system, its potential energy will change. Now if we talk about electrical potential energy, so in electrostatic system, when there are multiple charges are there, the energy possessed by the system in which the charges are distributed or charges arrangement are there, and due to the arrangement of these charges, the energy possessed by the system will be known as electric potential energy. Now if we know the energy, then we should talk about the work done. Now work done, it can be due to the force, and if we talk about the force, then it can be external and internal. Okay, we can consider an example of car. If you are pushing the car externally from any way, then you are applying the force on the car externally, and the movement in the car and multiplied with the force you are applying will give you the work done, and this type of force is called external force. And consider the another one. If you are applying the accelerator, in that case also the car moves, and due to that the work will be performed, and the acceleration system is called internal force. So we can understand in this way the category of the force and the work done due to that, the external and internal force. Similarly, in electrical system, consider the distribution of the charge. If we consider this dipole as a system, or this arrangement of the charge, and if we consider this as a system, as one system, then the net charge enclosed by the system will be 0. Now due to internal forces, work done can be taken as negative, and it will be written like this, and further we can say the work is nothing just force into displacement in the direction of the force for internal force, and we know F is equal to QE. Already we have discussed these things. Now if we wish to write work done, then it can be written as minus Q E dot the displacement. Okay, it means if charge in an electric field, charge is moving in the direction of E, then work done will be negative, and in that case potential energy will lose, it will decrease. However, if charge is moving in the direction of, the movement of the charge is in the direction of L, then the angle between these two will be 0 and the dot product will give you positive value, it will be negative. So potential energy will be reduced in this case. However, if the moment of the charge is opposite to E, in that case the angle between these two will be 180 degree, and due to cos of 180 degree it will give you positive. So work done will be on the system and it will increase the potential energy. And if we talk about the equilibrium state, then we can say that is the stage in which the potential energy of the system is minimum, and it is the natural tendency of the system to reduce the state of the minimum energy. So it means the tendency of the positive charge is to move in the direction of electric field, and tendency of the negative charge is to move away opposite to the direction of electric field due to the attain the equilibrium state. In one sentence we can write that to maintain the equilibrium state, to attain the minimum energy level, potential energy of the system, the negative charge, it is negative charge, moves opposite to the electric field. Okay, and the positive charge moves in the direction of E. So if you are trying to move the charge opposite to the natural tendency, it means you have to do work to increase the potential energy. If you are trying to move the charge opposite to the natural tendency of the system, then it means you have to do work, and in that case the potential energy of the system increases. And if we take a charge from point A to point B, then the work done will be the A to B E dot dl, line integral of E. Now if the field is in this direction and the moment dl or moment is in this direction and they are making an angle alpha in their respective directions, then E dot dl will be greater than 0 if alpha is less than 90 degree, and it will be less than 0 if alpha is greater than 90 degree. It means if both are moving in this way, then this will be positive and the work done will be negative overall, and if they are moving opposite in not in the same direction, just opposite in the direction, then it will be negative and work will be positive. Now let us define the new term, that is electric potential. And electric potential is nothing but it is defined as the potential difference. So potential difference, and potential difference is the it is the work done to move a unit charge from one point to another point. So we can write the potential difference is equal to the moving a unit charge from E to unit charge from one point to another point. So it can be written as VAB, means VB final minus potential at final minus potential at initial. So if work done is less than 0, it means work done on the charge is less than 0, it means VB is less than VA. And if it is positive, then VB is greater than VA. What it means? If we know that if the field charge is moving in the direction of field, in that case the work is less than 0, and then it will be VB is less than VA. Now if charge is moving in the direction of E from point A to B, okay, in that case charge is moving in the direction of B, in that case work done will be less than 0, and work done will be less than 0, then VB will be less than VA. And we can say that for positive charge, it has tendency to move from high potential to lower potential. Similarly, for negative charge, we can say has tendency to move from lower potential to higher potential. And in the direction of E, potential will reduce. And if we talk about the potential, then the potential itself is absolute value. However, potential difference is relative quantity. So it is considered that the potential at infinity is considered as reference. And if the reference is taken very far from the point of consideration, then the interaction between them is negligible. If interaction is negligible, then we can say potential energy will be 0. It means potential will be 0. So in this way, if we define the potential, then relatively we can say work done on per unit charge in bringing from infinity to a point. So we can write it work done on per unit charge in bringing from infinity to a point. Infinity means very large distance, when interaction between the points are negligible, to a point. Then it is termed as potential. How we can define? We can write VB minus VA, where A tends to infinity. In that case, VA tends to 0. So VB will be equal to the minus W by Q, and it will be minus infinity to B E dot dl. So in this way, potential is defined as work done on per unit charge in bringing from infinity to a point of interest, to a particular point. However, potential difference is defined as the work done on per unit charge in bringing from point A to point B in electric field. Now let us consider the potential difference due to point charge. Okay, in that case we can write VAB is equal to bringing from A to B E dot dl, and E can be written as the charge Q 4 pi epsilon R square AR, and dl can be written as dr AR. Okay, if we have to find VAB, then it will be from RA to RB, position vector of point A and position of vector of point B, and Q by 4 pi epsilon R square in the direction of AR dot dr AR. It will give you 1. It can be further written as minus RA RB Q by 4 pi epsilon R square AR dot AR will be 1 dr. Okay, after that we can simplify this by writing is equal to minus Q by 4 pi epsilon minus 1 by R, so you can say plus 1 by R from RA to RB. So after that you can write Q by 4 pi epsilon 1 by RB minus 1 by RA. Okay, so if A is at infinity, then we can say the potential at B, this is potential difference AB, then potential at B will be Q by 4 pi epsilon, infinity will be 1 by infinity will be 0, it will be B. So this will be potential at B. So in this way, if we define the potential at any point, then we can say it is nothing Q by 4 pi epsilon R. that is the position vector of that point with respect to origin. Now let us consider the concept of equipotential surface. Equipotential surface. However, we have the idea of this when we were studying the Gauss theorem. From the discussion, we obtained that the potential is the function of radius vector, and it means if it becomes constant or become fixed value, then VQ will be equal for all the fixed radius. So it means if we can keep the radius constant, then the surfaces obtained with that radius will be of equal potential. So this is the concept of equipotential. For example, if there is any charge Q and this is the charge, if we take a surface of having distance r, then at every point at the surface the potential will remain Q by 4 pi epsilon r, and r is fixed. So in full structure, potential will remain same at the surface. Similarly, if you have another structure, means sheet of charge distribution, so in that case, if you consider any plane parallel to this, and we know the fields are perpendicular to the surface, and if we wish to move from point A to point B, we will consider 2 points A and B at that plane that is parallel to the charged sheet. In that case, the potential will be the perpendicular distance from here from this to this will be, for example, rho, and the perpendicular distance from here to here will be rho. So in that case, the potential difference between these 2 points will be VAB. If both are at the same level of from the sheet, then VA will be equal to the VB, and the difference between VB minus VA will be equal to the 0. So both VB and VA will be at the same potential, and in that case we can say the equipotential surface is possible in the form of sheet that is parallel to the charged sheet. Okay, so in that case we can write VAB will be equal to the minus A to B E dot dl, and from here A to B, and it will be 0. It signifies that the surface which is perpendicular to E, surface having length perpendicular to E, will be the equipotential surface.